And I'm speaking to the mind state of Lil Durk. At this time, King Von that was one of the biggest songs in the world. So he's standing on payback and revenge, get it back in blood, and he come from that. And they doing that in Chicago. The problem is you don't do that with a away jury zone. You out your jurisdiction. You too far from the Wi-Fi for the connection. You see what I'm saying? So you way it out in the wilderness playing this Chicago game. That's where the mistake come in at, on top of the little idiot mistakes, on top of the things that I would look at and say it's so dumb that I almost feel like it's a setup. If I deliberately send you a text and say, do not book nothing in my name, and you still book it in my company name, how that ain't a setup? This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks, the fantasy sports platform that's changing the game for people like us. With Prize Picks, you can test your knowledge with picking over and under for your favorite player stats across a wide variety of sports. Think football, baseball, basketball, and beyond. So why wait? Jump into Prize Picks right now and bring more excitement to game day. Whether you're cheering from the stands or the couch, Prize Picks adds that extra layer of fun for sports excitement. Again, my slogan, why would you put something on the game when you could put something on the name? Let's get into those picks and start winning with Prize Picks today. IUTP code. Let's get back to the show. Welcome back to What's Up There podcast. This is part 2 of the Lil Durk arrest. Of course, this story is developing. Just a lot to talk about. I want to welcome everyone to part 2. If you have not seen part 1, make sure you see that. If you are not signed up for my Patreon, make sure you go there. Again, we do have a competition amongst some of my players in different markets, and we're racing to 6,000 Patreon subscribers. We will integrate the fans January 1st. First of the year, we'll integrate the fans, let y'all get involved, and reward you guys for helping at least my side reach it. I don't know what the other people in the contest are going to implement. There are no rules off the board. You're able to do whatever you want to do. And so if you do have the kind of money where you can pay people to sign up, hey, you can do that. The only stipulation is free signups do not count to the total 6,000. It must be 6,000 paid Patreon subscribers if you need to make it $2 a month, right? We may try to figure some of it out, but that's some of the sauce I'm going to lead to the backdrop. You dig what I'm saying? So I appreciate everybody that's here. Thank you guys. Hit like, hit subscribe. Make sure you hit subscribe. Did I just say subscribe? Boy, that man ain't sounding like that. Hit subscribe on the YouTube channel. Make sure you're listening too, man. You know what I'm saying? For those that's tapped in, make sure you going and actually listening while you at work, while you driving, you know, on your commute to and from the gym or what have you, to get the children cleaning up, cooking, whatever it is, grilling with the homeboys, with the homegirls. Make sure you listening as well. Those audio numbers are impactful as to the status of the show. And so I thank you guys. Sometimes it feels like I may thank you guys a lot, but you changed my life. You know, you guys helped me take my experiences and my ability to explain them and led me to an expansion that I couldn't envision. So I thank you guys for that. The theme that I'm giving on this is, I believe this was fueled by revenge, the internet, growing up in Chicago, taking that game on the road. I believe that was a mistake. You see what I'm saying? You know, the refs at home let you get away with certain fouls and certain plays. That's the home court refs. You don't take that kind of playing on the road. And so what the feds are alleging is, and if I go by what they saying, it appears that Dirk took what they do in Chicago and took that game on the road. And they caught him holding the jersey. They caught him filing. Some of that shit they may not call in Chicago. Because if we going by what's been said by Butter and all these other Dirk name has been in paperwork. They've alluded to things with King Von and Dirk. Not that he's told none, but just that, yo, we interested in his involvement in some of this. I always tell y'all to know when to cut the lights off in this man. Know when to shut this thing down, man. That'd be a problem, man. I'm shutting it down. Say what you want to. I'm saving my life. I'm preserving the future. We got to learn how to let that down. It's over. They own me. My name popped up in some paperwork. It's done, homie. It's a wrap. No more movement. And if you come around me like that playing, knowing that my name was in some paperwork, and they may be interested in my involvement in some things, and I'm worth 50 million. If y'all come around me playing like that right there, I know where we stand. And so I got to handle that in the appropriate way. But these be young boys, and so I do try to give them grace, but you can't make these kind of mistakes. You got to know if it's a home game, I get it done. So to give y'all context of what I'm saying when I say he took that game on the road, see, in Chicago, my nigga, this is what's going on. It's some real life Call of Duty shit. I caught him, got one. Ooh, we got one. They got one. They got one. You see what I mean? Quando, Rondo and them killed the underboss, but they left the boss alive. They left the boss with a bunch of money alive, and the boss had to deal with the internet, the media, and the roots in which he came from, which was, if they start a war, we gonna take it up 10 notches. And they started a war. They killed one of the main smackers. They started a war. And if Quando Rondo would have took that moment and been realistic about it, because again, I always tell y'all, Dirk ain't the only person tricked in this scenario. Quando Rondo got tricked. He got tricked to stunt and rep on a body that he didn't catch. Von got out and hit him a couple of times. His homeboy did what he was supposed to do, but the internet tricked him into weighing it and getting knocked off. So what he could have done was, and let me relax so people don't think I'm upset, because I'm far from upset. I feel marvelous. What he could have done was said the truth. Like, yo, bruh jumped out. I don't even know what happened. Bruh just jumped out on me. My homeboy did that just he just retaliated. Like, we don't even know what was going on. And we'll get in the NBA Youngboy's involvement that fueled that whole thing to where he felt like stand on it. And I was thinking, because I know the internet is a weird place. And so when I'm trying to get people to understand the formula that I believe fueled this vehicle that caused some of this behavior that was far from the best decisions. When I speak about revenge, I know the internet can try to take that and make it seem like that I'm excusing the behavior. I'm not. What I'm really trying to do is shed light. I'm trying to just shed light. Number one, street credit is a trap. Street credit is a trap. It's tied to crashing out. And that's why I do feel bad for people that build their brand around street credit. You'll hear me say I come from the streets, but homie, I cash my street credit in for information and knowledge. Because the street credit don't buy you nothing. It gets you a life center. So I don't want to be took out of context like a criminal sympathizer. And I know that's easy to do because a lot of black people want us to forget about the one person in their family that's strung out on drugs. See, they've been able to play so long that they don't got no issues, that they really forgot that people they love or they used to love or they came up with or that road they traveled, it was issues handed to them. It was issues invoked and provoked along the way that they couldn't shake just because they felt like they can shake it. It took time. It took knowledge and information. I always try to give a runway for a plane to take off. I always give time for the play to develop. I'm one of them kind, right? I see a diamond in the rough. I want to take a look at a few videos that's popped up on the algorithm. One in particular is about Quando Rondo. I want to read the message from Quando Rondo after the murder of his cousin in LA. It says, I'm not jump out gang either. Ain't no loyalty in this. I'm my own man. I laid my flag down. I'm not NH either, which is neighborhood. Y'all ain't gonna ride for a ninja for real. It's no sense of me being a part of y'all SHIT. Y'all F with the opposition. I don't care who feel hit, F you. And if you can't feel where I'm coming from, then you a ass nigga, because it don't take rocket science to see what the going on. Everybody already hate me. I ain't tripping on the extra hate. I'm about to focus on my family, the ones who gonna really drop a tear if I do. And so the internet felt like at this moment here, man, He expected a reaction. He felt like, I'm tied to the land, I'm in the land, and I lose one of mine. You know, I always said checking in to me was a false thing. It ain't real. Sometimes when I think about Quando, it's always like I be like, damn. Because even when his little homie got killed and he jumped out the car and he hollered, no, you can hear the pain. The internet is saying that some of the people on the other side maybe have made that a ad lib. I don't know. The universe is also watching your reaction to things, right? I think his reaction to this, the price wasn't worth the prize. Like the clout that he got for standing on something that basically was a mistake because it was a fight that turned to a murder. I think his reaction to that spirals this into what it is today. And I think at some point Quando felt like, even with his cousin in that situation, he probably felt like all of this about this these ain't even from where I'm from. This some rap and turned into this. Young was getting money. Young boy come from a different area. He come from Louisiana. When you come from Louisiana and Chicago, they come from that type background where it's war. And some of those talented dudes have been a part of some of those issues in that inner city. So I think he kind of more comfortable in it than Quando ain't got enough money to battle like that, bro. He ain't have enough paper. If he could have moved around with Young Boy, it'd have been different. But Young Boy was on house arrest. They damn near forced Rondo into going broke because Young Boy was on house arrest. He couldn't afford to move how he really need to move to really go get a bag. And it ain't worth it for the venue. The venue thinks something gonna happen. For some reason, the venue thought that some come from out of town and shoot the club up. Ironically, that's what they saying that actually happened. Some dudes flew from out of town to come shoot up where they knew them dudes was at. It was that serious. So what I want to talk about right now is the whole Slide for Vaughn campaign. Let's deal with that a little bit.
I'm outside. I run into all these rappers. Like I said, I ran into Anuel. I told him very nicely. I went up to him. I was by myself. I was with my man Bradley. He was with one other guy. It was just 2-on-2. I said, yo, Anuel, what's up? He already went on the NS. He wanted to fight me, all type of shit. I said, yo, let's go over here and talk. He said, for what? Ain't nothing to talk about. You're right. Let's go over here and talk. Hey, nah, let's just leave it like that. He said, yo, he said this in Spanish. He said, yo, I know you be here all the time. My people call me. You know what I'm saying? My people call me. If I wanted something to happen, it would have been happening, but I don't have no problems with you. But you see, on the internet, it's always something different. How people
it's
run their
something
mouth.
different with you too. You run your mouth too.
But when I run my mouth, I'm ready for whatever.
Let me ask you something.
Guy pulled out a gun right there and said, what?
Let me ask you something. You did some addresses.
You never lacking, right?
Never.
So what happened to the I lack? Let's bring up Nipsey Hussle. You think he said, yo, will never come up to me because I'm... Yo, bro, it happened to the best of them.
Yes.
Hold on.
You're absolutely right.
Hold on. So what you gonna say, Nipsey? Huh? What's the difference between you and Nipsey?
Nipsey had an argument.
No, hold on. What's the difference between you and Nipsey?
Once we'd had that argument, I'd have backed my gun. You're not leaving and coming back. That's the difference.
So Nipsey...
Once you tell me I'll be back, that little short shit, I'll be back.
Hold on.
You gonna be back? You ain't never coming back.
Whack. Here where I'm going.
You left and you came back. I'm not letting you leave and come back.
So watch this. So what that make Nipsey?
No, you're right.
I'm not letting you leave and come back.
All right. So what that make Nipsey?
A dead
That's all that I want to say. Come on, let's go. What's the next question?
But I don't know what point you proved.
Hold up.
This is what I proved.
Right?
He said, if you was in that position, you think I'm like Harv Nuke? I said, yo, it happened to the best of us. I said, what if you was in that position? And he said, how many Lord every day? 100. Career would have been over. They would have been like, King Von, the real demon quarter lacking. Right? Because that's your favorite rapper. Lil Tim pull out a gun and shoot King Von. If it was the other way around and King Von would have pulled out a gun and shot Quando Rondo, when he... Y'all all said Quando Rondo, why you had to shoot? It was a fight. When these the same that rap, ain't no fair ones, we shoot. Don't run up or we gonna shoot. Right or wrong? Yo, Play the cap rap. When I mean cap rap, yo, King Von said, I swear to my mother, I drop that right now if I'm lying. King Von said, when I die, my is gonna slide every day. Am I lying? I don't know what song is that. King Von said, when I die, my is gonna slide every day. Cat. Cat. Who slipped for King Von yet? Dumb. Cause they ain't like that. How many dying? Look. Let me pause. Yo, look. You booked 4 hours. That's where you slid. Facts. Let me see if I get academics on this shit. Hold on. How you join people? Yeah. That day they shot you, I slid on the Mongols. Cat, nigga. Slid where, nigga? You slid to the studio. You booked 4 hours. That's where you slid. Facts. Let me see if I get academics on this shit. Hold on. How you join people? Yeah. Danny, want to do one? No, not right now. I'm gonna save it for the other shit. Joining him.
So it's important to pay attention to what's going on. At this point of time, Tekashi 6ix9ine is getting very, very large engagement. The volume is high. Millions and millions of people are tuned in. And guess who's a part of that? Well, you guessed it, DJ Akademiks. And listen, you hustle the game how you hustle it. But I'm just trying to show y'all the influence of media and how we can create a scenario where crash out. It'll make you thirsty to say what now to a bunch of that's only gonna say, I don't believe it till they arrest you for it. And then when they arrest you for it, the fact that you really done it, I'm gonna call you dumb. You gotta see the cycle. I'm gonna say you ain't about what you said you was about. This is why I'm trying to tell you street credit is a trap. You, especially when it's attached to fame and money. It's a trap. Because they're gonna say, yo, you ain't about what you say you about until they arrest you about it. And when they arrest you about it, I'm gonna say you dumb for doing it. So you never win. But Tekashi 6ix9ine at this moment is dissing King Von because he feels attacked by the industry. He just got out of jail for ratting. So he feels attacked by Meek Mill and Lil Durk and all these guys. He feel like they came together to try to stomp his file. You know what I mean? Turn his campaign down. He feel as though that they came together to do that. And they stood on some kind of don't snitch moral. So he tried to start poking holes in some of the narratives. But he had the gasoline of Akademiks. Somewhere along the line, Dirk and Akademiks became good friends. But I just want to paint the scenario of this because I think it's important to just have it in context. Let's watch some more. Akademiks is about to join the chat. Let's watch this.
He should join. I'm not playing these games with these no more. Too many excuses. Yo, 6ix9ine not gonna have a career. I had the #1 song in the world, went platinum twice. Yo, he not gonna be able to come outside though. Came outside. I'm following these. Everybody wanna keep my name and name out, keep mentioning me, but the moment I say something, it's a problem. Cat. Having slip of King Von said, where? Yo, play that. Play this. If a ain't we on, that's a fact. Hear him. Hear the cap. All these got security. Every one of these got dressed in piss. I don't need security. Look, and on the net. Thought you was a thug. Shot up everywhere they was. I went down for that. I caught the RICO for that. No Dodger and know who it was. Look, that said whatever. I ain't say your homie is.
Oh, I forgot about that element. Hold on. Let me tell y'all what element I'm talking about. Run this.
Smirk. Big brr.
You gotta come to Patreon to get the connection. You too far from the Wi-Fi for the connection. You see what I'm saying? So you way it out in the wilderness playing this Chicago game. That's where the mistake come in at. On top of the little idiot mistakes, on top of the things that I would look at and say is so dumb that I almost feel like it's a setup. If I deliberately send you a text and say, do not book nothing in my name, and you still book it in my company name, how that ain't a setup? I don't think that dude, I think that dude got more sense than that. He come from a lineage that's been in the criminal underworld. Them had to grow up in Chicago, was major players in Chicago. I don't look at him and say he don't got that kind of information to know how to rock. But he was standing on Back in Blood. He had revenge on his mind. That's why I want to be clear to white people and just people in the culture that ain't of the culture, because there's two different things. Being in the arena don't mean you in the game. And being in the game don't mean you a coach of the team. And being a coach of the team don't mean you an owner of the team, right? And because you're owner of the team don't necessarily mean you own the, you dig what I'm saying? It's chopped down in the layers, man. It's levels to this. I want people to know that a lot of times this don't be about rap music. This is about revenge. And this is about growing up in a culture where it was a life for a life, unfortunately. You got to remember, Chicago is one of the more violent places. People talk about Chief Keef getting out. Yeah, he got out. Dirk ties is a little bit deeper than Keef. He got fathers that was tied to Hoover, that was tied to certain things to, you dig what I'm saying? It's a little deeper. And plus, I truly believe in Lil Durk hard at his younger age. He'll probably grow out of that now in whatever time he get, if he do get some time. But in his younger age, I truly believe him to care what people thought. It kind of felt like he don't want them to be able to say they ran me from Chicago or I can't come in my hood. See, the people know that, all the people that know me for real know whatever they say don't work. It's ineffective. I already got in my toolbox when I'm going to get from the ghetto. I already got it in my toolbox. You can't take it from me. And so it felt like Dirk cared. And where do I get that from? Because I don't move off assumptions. I move off information. It's because in interviews, he would speak to it. While we on the topic of Slide for Von, he has sat with Akademiks. And of course, Akademiks brings up Slide for Von and he says, I don't hear them comments no more. He'll rap about it. They saying Slide for Von, I think they trolling me. Letting you know I'm seeing it. I'm involved with this ecosystem that fuels our reputation and that traps us into street cred, which is attached to crashing out, not cashing out. It's crazy because Pooh Shiesty and Dirk in jail. But let's listen to a little more.
Dirk, pull up the picture of Lil Durk with King Von, wearing King Von on the jacket. It's that for killing, we don't wear no RP shirts. Why the, yo, Lil Tim still alive, son. No 4K. Happy as hell. Look how happy he is. He sacrificed, look how happy he is. Look at this on his shirt, look at this dead on his shirt, look. Yo, you think King Von thirsty? I think King Von thirsty. Look, yo, drink that. Nah. I'm gonna pee on you. Look. He's sacrificing their mans. Look. If for killing, we ain't wearing no RP shirts. Look. Von resting. I don't got cat rap. Everything I rap about, I really did. That's why I went down in the feds. No matter if I snitched or not, I got my reason. I really was doing everything I was rapping about.
Hey, this ain't real life. You heard that? This can't be real life. I went down to the feds, and no matter if I snitched, I did everything I was rapping about. That's what a young said. And this the y'all letting crash y'all out. But it's triggering that emotion. Just because you get money, that don't remove you from having that emotion and trigger you. And see, while you standing on Back in Blood and people are able to say you ain't got it back in blood and you fall victim to that, you lose. I'm not one of the content dudes that's going to sit here and separate myself from revenge. But I know how to move with that. That was a little too aggressive. But he wanted to answer the doorbell. It was too much going on. You had little like this that was actually going live with hundreds of thousands of views. Akademiks joining in, fueling him up. And he just got out the feds for telling on some. And listen, I don't honor street code. I done whatever I done, and I ain't told on nobody. I'm out of it. I ain't done nothing. Leave me alone. But I'm telling you this. It's a that got out the feds, told on some that's telling Dirk that you ain't even got it back in blood. You a cap rapper. Let's pay attention.
He said, when I'm boosting the murder rate. No, you not. I don't care about you. Yo, wasn't there a video they stole all his jewelry? After Von died, they stole all his jewelry, his own man's. Rest in piss. Boy, tell Meek, Lil Snoop, rest in piss. His uncle killed him, Meek just kept rapping. Yo, put that away, cause when you on yourself, you didn't pull that out. Man, I don't want that. On yourself, you didn't pull that out.
Hey, you too internet, bro.
Yo, listen, when you on yourself, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you pull that gun out when you on yourself.
You ain't even in the hood to happen to you, shorty. That's cap, man.
Yo, bro, I'm all
internet, bro.
Bro, I'm in every club, son.
That's too internet, bro.
Yo, look,
that's too internet, shorty.
Look,
and take it from a nigga, no IG or shit, bro. That's too
yo,
internet.
bro,
What you want, bro?
when's the last I dropped? Because y'all house is dying crazy.
Bro, come on, bro. If you want to talk about that,
I'm just keeping that. Yo, King Von, King Von said this. King Von said this.
I my
when I
bro.
die,
You
who's
too
gonna murder me?
disrespectful, bro.
Y'all niggas
too
ain't
disrespectful, bro, for the internet, bro.
And when I'm telling you, you can't engage, young. PSA to the young with money. You can't engage, them crash you out. Man, ask one of them trolls, I'm a big player. Every time they argue, hang up, it's over. Me and you ain't going back and forth until we in each other's face. Let me get in your face. Let's go back and forth. Let me get in your face with it. And we can handle it like men, but I'll let over the internet, over the phone. I know the energy different. We miles and miles away. Right? And I ain't saying I'm tough, but I know men respect men, and when they don't, somebody got to get made example of. And that's just how they go in the jungle, period. Right? But young, you can't engage with it. You can tell he getting to these boys. You disrespectful, shorty. You know, they licking their wounds, man. I wish I can catch this, man. He all on the internet, man, doing this 100,000 people on here. You see what I'm saying? And they all in dude comments. They all in Dirk comments. Whether they sending them, I don't know what's going on, but they all in his comments. Slav Avon, you dropping their music, talking like that. You ain't done nothing. You talking about back in blood. Pooh Shiesty, the real gangster, nigga. Again, street cred is tied to crashing out, not cashing out. You know, my motto is cash out, baby, don't crash out. Yeah, nah. Let's listen to some more.
Telling you, gang, you too disrespectful. And I ain't even from the O, but them my people. You too disrespectful, shorty.
All right. Why? I'm on the internet?
You too disrespectful, shorty.
Yo, hold on. So when y'all diss Tuka, wait. So when y'all
wearing your RIP merch, man, make sure they got some RIP merch for your ass.
When y'all dissing Tuka, is not disrespectful?
Man, fuck you. We out here. Fuck all of them, nigga.
When y'all diss Tuka, y'all not disrespectful? On himself want to pull out a gun on IG Live. You should have pulled out the gun when niggas come here, Reese. Why you didn't pull out the gun when you on yourself, nigga? Yo, come.
He got all his shells because he ain't.
Look, you still got all the bullets in your gun. All them bullets still in your. Make you stop playing with me. You pussy. Just made that on himself. He want to pull out a gun on IG Live. It's crazy. Say, yo, he pulled out the gun like if I was gonna be like, oh, yo, Reese, I'm sorry, Reese.
So you see he got off, and that's important. You gotta get off. You can't engage with it. Even though he got hundreds of thousands, maybe y'all turn up on y'all own, talk about some other shit, laugh at it, make fun of him. You know what I'm saying? But you can't engage with him in a way where he get you to crash out and get to trigger your emotion. Y'all gotta suck. Hey, sucker shit ain't got no place next to real shit.
Yo,
what's good?
Yo, what got so much different energy when it comes to me, son? Huh?
Man, listen, I don't care what you're saying. I just want to know why Meek was telling me I wouldn't talk to him like that in person.
Yo,
hold on.
I
don't hear you. Hold on.
Yo.
He said he gonna green light me. He got my address. He gonna do that. He gonna do this.
Yo, listen.
I'm not a gangster.
All I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is this. Look, Meek said this. Meek said, yo, act. You won't talk. Meek was a gangster on Clubhouse. He said, yo, I'll leave the. Meek said this. Meek said, yo, Akademiks, I will smack the shit out you in real life.
He dropped the intro on me. I ain't gonna lie to you. He dropped the intro on me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yo, Meek told you.
Hold on. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been asking this question though. I'm waiting for Meek to get tough with the tough guy.
Yo, listen. Yo, Meek had every. Yo,
let me say this. I don't care who y'all claim that are. Hold on. Gangster rappers gonna finally have to get gangster with other gangster dudes. You can't bully Safari, Quit Millen, the blog dude, and say you're gangster. And then when actual come up, you're now on probation. Now you're worried about your safety, your health, your freedom. You gotta be gangster. Be gangster with a gangster. I don't want to be on gangster.
Yo, I'm telling you this. You think when the killed? Listen, Pop Smoke. That's from New York. I will never bad on son. Uncle, what say? If you're from New York, you from New York. Uncle, home team. You think killed Pop Smoke? You think when the killed Nipsey Hussle? You think when the killed King Von, they said, yo, I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to throw my life away for this stupid moment.
Hold on.
They gangsters. Gangsters don't think about jail.
Well, hold on. Wait, let me correct you. Well, not even correct you. Let me just add this in. First of all, I don't ever want to say somebody should go towards violence or ever throw away they, you know what I mean, risk their freedom or they, you know, like their career for whatever. But I'm gonna tell you this: when Meek deals with people who ain't gangster, he talks only tough. He don't talk logical. He don't
Crazy.
He talk tough. And when you're the person who, in any discussion, always want to introduce tough, go deal with the tough. I think that's appropriate. I'm gonna be honest with you. Don't talk tough with the dudes that ain't tough.
Yo, bro, listen, we've been.
So what you're looking at right here is what is called a handoff of, right? So as you see, Akademiks is running a very good tactic and strategy where you come in and bring your and then try to ignore the elephant in the room. Right? Now, when Akademiks leaves this live, you think those kids or people that love drama gonna leave? No, they say, oh, dude, Tekashi on here talking crazy. I ain't know he was live. I didn't get the notification, or I don't follow him. You dig? So he brings more out there. But Akademiks was in a scenario where they had just brought him on Clubhouse and talked to him like an idiot. You know, told him he don't got no place in the culture because he was amplifying the boy. Akademiks is a school guy. Him and Meek Mill was at it. And Tekashi and Meek Mill was at it. Because Meek was part of the people that was looking to stomp Tekashi out, his career-wise, and make sure that he was no longer lucrative and financially profitable and an earner in the business. They was trying to cripple him in the business financially. And he started dissing them dudes. So Akademiks is doing a tactic in which I call the handoff. You notice he didn't say anything about Dirk or Vaughn, so he still has plausible deniability in the event that a dumb street bring it up to him. You know, a dumb rap street come to him and say, man, you was on the live with Tekashi. I didn't pick sides. Like, it was so interesting to me because they'll tell Akademiks, they'll tell him he didn't pick sides. Nah, I don't pick sides because I win off either side. Why the I'm gonna pick sides? When I can amplify the beef, what the I'm picking sides for? I make money off your side and his side. What I'm gonna cut one of them out for? It's typical business, standard operating procedure. Pay attention.
It's not like that. First of all, when you see
Yo, 6ix9ine,
can I ask you a question?
Yo, 6ix9ine, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
If Meek Mill ran into me in the parking lot and I was with a girl, do you think you would have said, "Oh, Akademiks"? Nah, I didn't go something. What do you think would happen? You tell me.
Oh, he would have pressed you. If Meek would have caught you, you're a civilian. If Meek would have caught you with a girl, he would have pressed you. He would have been like, "You lucky I don't smack the shit out of you." Right? But if Meek run into he gonna make every excuse. If I hit you, I'm gonna go to jail. If I hit you, I'm gonna go to jail. When did a gangster ever care about going to?
That's my only angle in it. Again, I'm not seeing the same energy being kept, and I'm hearing a lot of gangster stuff. But I'm looking at a history of pressing non-gangster dudes. That's it.
Yo, listen.
It. By the way, hold on. I don't know if you or not. I want to say in all Wack 100 said everything that was just factually correct. He don't seem like he chooses no side. He's just speaking as it is.
Yo, bro, look.
Wack 100.
Look. I don't give about Wack 100. I don't give a fuck about none of these.
What
Wack said, listen, you don't get Juice went to be gangster. And Wack didn't say that. The street said that.
Yo, Wack's the only person in the industry that gonna say that.
You believe these?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Meek would have reacted differently if you didn't jump out on him. If he pulled up on you and he was prepared, I think it'd be very different.
Yo, bro, what would happen if Meek would have punched me in my face that day? What would have been the story? What would have been the headlines?
He handled the rap. That's what we did.
Yo, everybody would have been saying, yo, Meek did what he was supposed to do, as he should. Finally, somebody dissed onto him. He ran into a real one. He is not one of them. They would have been going crazy. But just because Meek got like, but he's gonna go to jail. He's gonna go to jail. Jail.
He just did for me. He's supposed to be good.
Should be crazy, son. He's got too many excuses for these. It's good.
Yo. So, Montreal? Yeah.
How far is it?
It's right there. Okay, yeah. It's a dock. It's $150. $150.
Okay.
All right.
No problem.
The food's ordered.
Yeah.
My girl's gonna pick it up. She's gonna bring it to Miami. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yo, I'm trying to act off, beat it out. Yo, where's my card? Then I had to. Oh yeah. Some real huh? This talk about what's his name? Fellow from Chicago. He's some light he fell over. 600 breeze talking about you gonna die. All your mans is dying. Name some that from 600 who died. All yeah, they thirsty too, nigga. Look. Let them drink up, nigga. Fuck all niggas. Niggas is ass, niggas gangster. Yo, look. I don't got time. Look, hear me out. I gotta go take a break because Reese just pulled out a gun on me. It's on live. Like it was supposed to.
Soon enough, y'all gonna get enough for advocating for this. I keep trying to tell you, but listen, I believe Dirk to have made a couple of emotionally driven mistakes that unfortunately has him in a situation now where he's fighting for his life. You know, and what makes it radioactive is his murder. So you can't really get the president involved. Like everybody hands off for murder. A lot of the business people are hands off for murder at least until time go by. You know, length of conviction. But he's about to have an uphill battle. And he's gonna do a lot of growing. You know, there was something interesting that came up as well, where they are alleging the reason why they arrested Dirk because they wasn't even gonna arrest him. They wanted him to continue to feel like he was skating scot-free because, again, I believe a RICO charge is coming. I believe FBG Duck murder goes in that. I believe that this murder involving Quando, Rondo's cousin, goes in that, and maybe more murders or more information that the feds maybe have off investigation. They allegedly had someone wearing a wire for 12 years. We'll get to that in just a second because we are about to close out. But nowadays, these young dudes got a lot of money, but they ain't resourceful. See, that's what make them old. So them old are man. If y'all ain't got no old around y'all, man, dudes like my uncle, man, whatever you need, man, you got to have some old around, man, because them resourceful, man. These young now got money and really don't know how to do nothing, right? So Dirk is a big player. He's a high roller. He's what they call loaded. You know, he got a bunch of money, but he ain't got no just in case bag. He ain't got no information on how to get out of here if shit hit the fan. And we operating at this type level. We ain't greased no palms along the way. Hey, just in case I got to come through here one day now. It's unfortunate because you got to plan for things when you are high rolling, you playing that kind of game, which is one of the dumbest games that they got out here. The street game. That's one of the stupidest games in the world. But if you playing that game, you got to have a route out. And so Dirk, according to the feds, he booked 3 jets. So what he trying to do is confuse them. One to Italy, one to Dubai, one to somewhere else. And so hopefully they are at one of the other ones thinking I'm going there, but I'm really on this jet and I'm gone. That's low-level game. They tell me he ain't had time to think about this. This is just one of them moves off the fly. And there might have been 150, 200K wasted right there. Just, hey, Italy, Dubai. Like, them one ways is 60, 70 grand or some shit. You know what I mean? So I don't think that was the right move. I wish I can talk to y'all about some shit that I can't talk to y'all about, but I may talk about it on Patreon. I think I'm going to talk about it on Patreon. But if I were Lil Durk, he could have evacuated. He could have got away. Guess how Dirk could have got away? If I was Lil Durk, I would have went to San Diego like the immigrants, and don't ask me how I know about this. It ain't your business. But I would have went to San Diego and walked into Mexico, and from Mexico flew to somewhere else. You would have been A-OK. You'd have been famous. But they don't give a damn out there. All them people about survival, and you got money, man, they finna help you through here, man. All these people are sneaking into a country they ain't even from. And so this is like an underground railroad to get in and out of this country. You always hear them talk about immigration, but don't pay attention. Man, if you a $40, $50 million like Diddy, if I were Diddy had to get out of here, all y'all talking about did private jet shit, I'd have been somewhere masked up or had some kind of makeup going with the immigrants. Getting out the country. They coming in, I'm trying to figure a way to get out because there is a way to get out. There's people that go home and come back. And so you pay money and people walk you through the border, take you through the water. You know, they kind of like your chaperone. But if I was Dirk and I really felt like I gotta go, that's my move. They watching all the jets because ain't no way to beat them with the booking. You see what I'm saying? You can book all the jets you want. When it's time to check in, they got a flag on you. Hey, hold him. Do not take off. And this is the federal government, man. They got the kind of resources to, you can book 50 jets. We can have 50 agents at 50 different places. This the feds. This ain't no state where you can trick on. You dig? This is high level games right here. But this the level you playing on. You $1 million. The feds got to come with you. You got more money than the department, the police department. You know what I'm saying? You can probably pay the police department salary for the entire year. So the feds have to approach you in a certain kind of way. You dig what I'm saying? I was also interested in how many of the OTF dudes was in jail. A bunch of them in jail. Yo, clock out the game. They own us. Man, back in my day, man, niggas respected the feds. The feds in town to shut. It'll be a drought around here. Some of them old ain't coming out. Your name can't be showing up in paperwork and things like that, and you still mashing the gas. Like, you gotta have some respect for the game, man. The universe. Have some respect. You gotta remember this. Now the theme is gonna be there anywhere. And the death penalty is on the table. It's unlikely, but it's on the table. And we don't know what kind of example they want to set. But the theme is going to be, listen, these people are killed anywhere. They're going to put FBG Duck in there and say that was in a high traffic area. They're going to put the Quando Rondo situation there. That was a high traffic area. And so I believe RICO charges to be coming. And guess what? Dirk can't rat. Dirk done put himself in a position he can't rat. He got to stand on it. He was hard on Gunner. He was hard on Tekashi. Now you got a life sentence at your door. He can't rat. If he do rat, that's his business. That's whatever he got going on. I don't truly believe he can tell on nobody. What can Dirk tell on? They don't even want nobody else. They want you. So Dirk can't rat. Both ways. He can't rat because he was hard on Tekashi and Gunna, and he can't rat because who he gonna tell on? They got him as the kingpin, as the one calling the shots. He being told on. But the street credit thing will put you in a situation where what? You gotta crash out, not cash out. I want to give a couple minutes to the scenario of the dude that wore the wire on Dirk and OTF. And again, these are adult men, so they do have a certain level of responsibility. I just try to identify with the human side of things and say, oh man, revenge got him. He got caught in that matrix. He got caught in that back in blood music, in and out these arenas, all that vibration, that energy. He rapping it every day. If a killer ain't one with no RIP shirts, he rapping this every night. He on tour with this shit. And it's several out there rapping about killing his homeboy. Y'all think it's internet. I be telling y'all, never let these folk get your confidence in your mind, because once they got that, the internet can cease to exist. They got your confidence. That's internal now. Now when you lay down, you think about him. Now when you see his family, you think about it. Now when you see his cousin, his mama, you think about it. Now when you see his little girl, you think about it. Now when his birthday come, you think about it. Now when you hear this song, you think about it. Now when they paint a mural, you think about it. Now when you see a fan, they think about it. Now when you see a DM, it's everywhere. It's hunting you. Revenge is hunting you. It's on you. You got to go to God, my. You can't be too tough to go to God. I was telling my homeboy yesterday. He said, man, I'm going through hell, Loon. Whatever I can do to help you, my nigga. But one thing I'm going to tell you, to get your mind out there right there, you got to go to God. And I gave him a few preachers, Jakes, and a couple of people. Yo, go check these out, man. Just listen to them when you get up. Just listen to them on your way. Pop some of me in. Listen to me when I'm in that bag. digest some of this game, get some of this energy, this information. I'm digesting for real, dog. I'm bearing my soul. They don't listen until I get arrested, until somebody, it's so about here, man. I can't even put that out there. I just know what it's like, bro. You dig? There's a whole culture of get back babies. I've seen some of these bourgeoisie intellectual scholars playing their get back on. It's a spirit in that. When they fired you from their job and you never thought you would get a none, and you went and started a business and it worked, and you felt like they get back a and I got them back. When they left you out, they ain't called you about the party, and you threw a party sold more, right? It's a spirit in proving yourself and getting back. And unfortunately, Dirk got caught in a up combination, bro. If it was just internet, maybe he could have been like Tekashi. Yo, when I cut the phone off, I don't care about this shit. I dye my hair yellow and go act like a Mexican. I'll go do whatever. But when you come from Chicago and they is really get back gang and they really stepping on shit, they really, the smackers is really out there active. They take one, take one, take one, take one. Like it's one for one. It's going down. You come from that culture, so it's embedded in your DNA. Vaughn was on that. These was on that. If he just been from Chicago, maybe he had a chance to let it go. And let me be clear, he had a chance to let it go anyway, but I'm just saying the combination of it is just very interesting. It's the fame which led to the criticism and the trolling, which led to the capturing of his confidence and internally starting to mess with him. And he was on the hunt for revenge. It was that, which to me was the fame. It was being born in Chicago and coming from the roots. And it was killing the underboss. The dude who you knew for a fact if they killed you, he was going to kill something. Think about that. Because all of us got some people we know if something go down, they going to really get in that water about me. And if they take one of them and y'all lay down on that, then what? It's too many media laughing and joking too. Dirk embraced it. They laughing and joking and kiki kaka and acting like it's funny. I don't want to see no smiles about going to the feds and they talking about death penalty. By some I was out there cool with. That's what I'm saying. They'll call me emotional and they ain't really calling me that. I'm predicting them calling me that because I'm keeping it so real. I'm predicting them to classify some outside of real when you doing it in this kind of way. So guess what? I don't want to see no smiling, laughing, and joking about me going to the feds and they got the death penalty on the table. And it's a whole bunch of I just embraced 15 days ago. Rudy Pooh, who is you? But they done got their clout token from Dirk. A lot of them dudes are probably happy that, yo, last time they seen Dirk, at least I got my clout token from him. Because at the end of the day, he had people around him that really was at war with them. He had people around him that didn't really care for them. They had and issues behind that. So Dirk was trying to clean it up and trying to play like, you know what I'm saying? But I want to give this dude Jam a little bit. So Jam, for people who don't know, is he's an individual that was rocking with Dirk. He had just did a bid from 12 years. Dirk, when he came home, Dirk gave him some money, gave him 50 racks. Dirk done rapped about him several times on records. I'm apprehensive at saying this because I haven't seen any paperwork, and I just think the internet is assuming that this is the guy. And so I'm going to deal with it in a way where I don't know if this is him just yet, but I'm going to deal with the parameters. I'm going to deal with the information that's involved with just being in these kind of circumstances. I think we all have a chance to look at it and hopefully get something from it. First time seeing it, so let's look at it. Let's roll the tape.
We winning, bro. I can do it. Whatever it is I want to do, I can do it. Just not what I want to do what I want. Y'all can't do that, bro. Goof.
Bro got out what?
You know that
how many you did now?
How many years I did it now?
Yeah. That's your last bit. 12?
12.
That boy popped out 12 years. Yeah. So much money. We really was just getting that in order to just figure out the lanes, man, boy.
This shit feels so good, man. 2 lawyers, man.
I can tell him about the building you got.
Everything.
Man, it's closed on the building, man.
You know that we just...
You ain't have your gun for them, you better have your gun for me. Better have your gun for Booney. Better have your gun for C. You don't believe me, you gonna see. You gonna end up by that tree.
Know that we did it.
They know that we did it.
I think the dynamics of this dude and Dirk is interesting to watch. You know, again, I always tell y'all to watch what people don't say, watch what they do. And so if you watch that, Dirk was like, yo, how much time you do? That was an honor to him. That was a badge of honor to him. That boy went and walked that down. See, in the street, that's what they be talking about, that badge of honor from going to the prison, instead of looking at it like, yo, he's an injured human. Now he has arrested development, like as it pertains to society standards. He don't even know how to interact. He may not know how to work a phone, but because he done jail time, you lend him a whole lot of credence when you come from where we come from. So as you saw, Dirk embraced him in a way that gave him some kind of flowers because he went and done 12. I don't know if he kept it real or didn't, because if you knew all about his case, you would have knew how much time he done. Again, this is high level game. I'm getting all this out of one sentence because I'm a high level dude. So hopefully I'm making sense to you. See, it's a scary feeling when they first get you, man, because you don't know what they got, how long they been around. And for Dirk, with that kind of money, man, they probably have done a thorough investigation and have bypassed certain arrests that they could have done, bypassed pressing certain lines, because they know we going to get him soon. We just watching him. So in closing, man, listen, there's no excuse to throw your life away. You don't give a life for a life. You don't give a life for a life. I do want us to acknowledge, though, that a lot of black men coming from the inner cities of America are broken men. They're broken boys, right? They've been hurt. They're dealing with pain. They're dealing with abandonment. When you took a piece of someone that I even look at like protection and things of that nature, like you took my brother, you took Vaughn, you took this person locked up. Like it's a lot happening that the money can't cure. And then on top of that, you on jail calls every day, all day, doing jail people all day, every day. You really in jail yourself. You really in prison. You just free. You really just a workhorse out here waiting to go to the feds. I be telling dudes that ain't investing their street money. You just racking it up, waiting on them to come get it, huh? Salute to you, because they'll be to get it. You ain't going to do nothing with the money. You going to let it sit up and let the feds pick it up when they bust you 4 years from now. That's a 4-year bankroll. You been hustling good. The feds came and got it. You ain't investing nothing. That's a lose-lose situation. That's a loss. But there's no excuse to throw your life away, young men, old men. Try to guard your emotions in a way when you don't get tricked, man. It's a lot of trickery going on. Again, reputation is tied to financial gain. They have paid our young black boys to glorify criminal elements of our culture. And not only glorify, exaggerate criminal elements from our culture. And so it's a wicked system they have us in. It's a wicked blender that they have us in. But because it's tied to financial gain, it's kind of hard to tell people not to go that route. And so for us, we got to figure ways to create more infrastructure and ecosystems to where people are financially stable and being able to provide for their family in a way where they don't have to compromise their integrity and chase things and be a part of things that's detrimental to not only the community but to themselves, and they don't have to crash out. They can cash out. It's Up There Podcast, Big Loon. I appreciate everybody watching. I see y'all on Patreon. You dealing with the biggest. Let's get it.
Yeah, man, this Wallow 267. You're now tuned into It's Up There Podcast, man, with my man Loon, man. Check him out.